Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here, doing an unboxing for the October Loot Crate, which is time, and as you can see, I'm dressed as Marty McFly because it is the month of Back to the Future Part 2. I even got my shoes on. You can probably see the lights, which you should be able to, but I just did an unboxing for both the shoes and the jacket, so it looks like the third unboxing video I've done in a row. I'm really looking forward to this one, because I would assume, and I hope Lootcrate didn't fail me, I'm going to assume that the biggest item in here is going to be based on Back to the Future, which is what I'm really excited for the most. I know some of the other stuff that's going to be in here, because they have like the pictures, so you kind of see what stuff they're going to be basing the box on, which I kind of don't like that they do that now, because I like to have complete mystery, but I saw like the little picture and I was like, well, now I can guess what's going to be in it. At least I know what it's about, but I still can't really tell what items. I would have loved it if, honestly, the whole thing was Back to the Future based. That's what I was hoping for, because it's my favorite film trilogy, but I was like, I know, I understand that would alienate a lot of other Loot Crate members, but I would have loved it if the whole thing was Back to the Future based, and it was just like, Back to the Future, it's just the Back to the Future crate. I would have been fine with that. But the one thing I'm going to do is wait to look at the big item, which I assume is going to be Back to the Future based. Although it could also be this, because I didn't know we were getting a shirt. It is not, but it is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, because there are two movies. And it is Be Excellent to Each Other. So that's pretty cool. Bill and Ted, if you guys haven't seen that. I haven't seen it in forever. I remember I saw that when I was really young. But it was either this or the Bogus Adventure. I'm pretty sure Excellent Adventure is the first one, and I think Bogus Adventure is the second one. And I always mix that up. I never really remember. So it's kind of cool. A nice, simple little shirt, Bill and Ted, which is actually coming back. So it's oddly appropriate that this is a part of a Loot Crate right now, because they are doing another Bill and Ted movie. Excuse me. So if you like Bill and Ted and you didn't know that, there's a third one. If you haven't seen Bill and Ted, definitely check it out, because it is a funny movie. Like I said, I haven't seen it forever, but I know it's a really funny movie. Everyone still loves that movie. It's just silly, fun, good times. Oh, well, I already saw it now. I saw that there's another thing in there for Back to the Future that I'm going to love too. But we have a hoverboard replica, 1/5 scale replica, so that is actually really awesome. I turned the box such a weird way that it kind of got airtight on me. And it says, this document certifies this 1/5 scale replica of the Back to the Future 2 hoverboard was created, certifies that they just put certifies this, of the Back to the Future 2 hoverboard was created by Quantum Mechanics Incorporated under license from Universal Pictures exclusively for Loot Crate. And it has Andy Gore, who is the CEO of Quantum Mechanics, and Chris Davis, who is the CEO of Loot Crate. So check out Quantum Mechanics, because this thing looks awesome, even under this little piece. Oh, it's on a stand. Oh, this is cool. Okay. This is really awesome. This I love. I have a hoverboard, which if you've seen any of my other videos, typically if I'm at home doing a video, no matter what it is, except outside of my gaming videos and I do my reviews in my little corner, I have my hoverboard next to me. So this is awesome to have, technically now, 2 hoverboards. It's really cool. Nice little design. I love the mirror, so you can see underneath it if you're looking at it, and you don't have to tilt it or anything. You can just sit it down, and you can look at the top, and you can look at the bottom. What's actually super awesome is that it even has the little hole at the top, which most hoverboards don't have when you buy like a replica version or anything. It actually has the little hole because Marty takes it from that girl, and it's like the kid version, and it has like the handlebars, so there's supposed to be a hole there, so that's actually very cool that it's so accurate. It even puts the little hole in the top, because most of them, when you buy them, which I don't mind that they don't have it, because if they did, it would kind of look weird without the handlebars in them, which that's probably why they sell them that way, because odds are you aren't going to have it with the handlebars in it, because it looks cooler without it. So I totally understand that, but since this is just a little replica, it's cool that it has the hole in it. Of course, that makes me wish that it came with the little handlebars too, because they put the they put the little holes in there. But that I love, so I'm super excited for that one. And I even like the box. It's just a nice, cool looking box, a hoverboard box. I don't even need to take the hoverboard out. You can just look at the box and it's like, that's pretty sweet. So, love that, of course. I saw the other item, so I'll just go to it now. But, yeah, it's Doc Brown from Back to the Future. So, yeah, a Doc Brown pop figure, which is actually really awesome. It's actually Doc in his office, because they have on the back, they have the other two, which is just Marty from the first movie, and then Doc when he's in like the radiation suit in the beginning of the movie. And this one is Doc when they're doing the experiment in the first film, where it's like, this is how we're going to get you back to the future. And he's about to put the, I can't think of what the heck they're called, but what you put on car batteries, the jumper cables. He puts one on like the top of the little scale clock tower, and another on like a battery, and then it kind of screws things up and it sets the little model car on fire. But that's this version of Doc, so that's really awesome. Dr. Emmett Brown, and it's a Lootcrate exclusive, so even cooler. This, I love that too. If it's just Back to the Future stuff, this seems like it's a lot. We have, oh, sweet. We have a Doctor Who Sonic Spork, which I know some people that might appreciate this a little more than I would, but it's an actual Doctor Who Sonic Spork. It doesn't make any noises or anything, it's just an actual spork. But that's actually kind of funny that we're now getting nerd silverware and Lootcrate, so that's really funny to me. I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Who. I know Doctor Who, like if I saw a doctor, I'd be like, oh, that's one of the doctors, but I haven't gotten into the series. I'd recognize, like if I saw this, I'd be like, oh, that's Doctor Who. Maybe not from the Spork version, but if I saw the actual thing, I'd know it was Doctor Who. But that's actually really funny. I can't wait to actually watch some other people's unboxings of that one, even though mine is so far behind doing this because I had to wait for my jacket and shoes to come in, even though like no point in really having the shoes on, because obviously I showed them off, like you guys could only see them for that first opening second. But that's pretty cool. I like the little, we get our little nerd spork action. And that's just funny that silverware and a Lootcrate. We got the pen for the month, which is my favorite pen ever. It is, of course, the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. Of course, you guys can't see it from so far away, and I can't do my little zoom in. And I totally forgot to do autofocus because I'm so used to manual, so sorry about that. But it's the flux capacitor, and it just says "We love you" on the front, which normally it says "Shield your eyes" in the movie. So thank you for that. Whoop, Lootcrate. Of course, October 2015 time. Makes perfect sense that they do the flux capacitor. Is now my favorite pen out of any pen that I've ever received, so that's really awesome. And I think I got everything, yeah. So now we have the magazine, but I will show you guys the box first, which is actually pretty awesome. And I'll just open it up completely so you can get like the full picture. But it's actually a really simple one. It's based off of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Totally forgot the name for a second. And it's basically them at the end when they do their full-on rock concert. So that's actually really sweet. So I'll kind of just show it this way because you can probably see it the best like that. And you can see, yeah, this side's the DeLorean, and this is the phone booth from Doctor Who. They're both just slightly hidden off to the side. And so we have Bill and Ted in the middle, and all of the historical figures that they met throughout the film. So that's actually a really awesome one. It's really simple, but I just love the design of it. Like, I love the blue, orange, and white design of all the characters and everything. So that's actually really cool. And having, I guess the other phone booth, because Bill and Ted use their own phone booth, which is totally based off of Doctor Who, and that's really cool. But I like the box, and we'll go through here, see what other random items. I also love the image that they have for the time one. I think is actually really cool. I think that looks sweet, and hopefully that shows up well, even though it's super far away, and that just makes it blurry up closer. But I actually like that. It just looks pretty cool. And they kind of have the color of the hoverboard in like where it's time and it's like yellow, but they're like little lines of like white and pink going through and like a little bit of green, like neon green. So I actually think that's really awesome. So they have, let's see what we got. They of course have the people from the other Loot Crates who like sent their pictures in. We have their Carnage and Venom and the Los Pollos Hermanos and our Pikachu hats and our little Hydra, the little Hydra pins. There's something in here that's like that you can take out. Oh, this is sweet. So of course they put this in this time, which is awesome. And it says, of course, where we're going, we don't need roads. So you have the out-of-time license plate from Back to the Future inside of here. There is also a Doctor Who, it's like Who's Your Doctor? So basically you answer questions a certain way, and it'll tell you, you know, which doctor. So that's actually kind of awesome too. Especially if you actually like Doctor Who, so that's really cool. Let's see, I'm looking for, of course, the Mega Crate, which I think is probably going to make me the most jealous out of anything, outside of maybe, I think the last one, which had like a giant model of the car from Supernatural. This will probably be the most jealous I've ever been of whoever won the Mega Crate once I find it. But they have another cool little thing in here that I saw. I was just flipping through. It's a Back to the Future checklist. And it's called Future Imperfect. So Back to the Future Part 2 made a lot of predictions about the world of 2015. Here is a handy scorecard to see how some of those predictions turned out. So it has yep, kinda, and no. So hoverboards, 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 kinda, because we do have the Hendo hoverboard, but of course, it's not just like, oh, let me just, you know, go to Toys R Us and get a Mattel hoverboard. So we do kinda have hoverboards technically, but it's not, you know, not as cool as in the movie where you can just buy whatever. Jaws 19, no, but we do have, of course, a bunch of other franchises with a million sequels. Drones in common use, definitely. Flat screens and lots of TV channels, yep. Slang like Bojo, Lobo, and Tranks, not unless you are Lobo from DC Universe, probably not. Biometric ID scanning eyes and fingerprints, we do. iPhone is probably the most realistic. Everything else is like movie stuff that you never, unless you guys have billions of dollars and you're doing like full-on biometric hand scans, we sort of have it. Ubiquitous fax machines, definitely not. Video games played without using your hands, yes we do, sort of, even though Kinect is kind of fallen, but we have it, we technically do. Personal tech used at the diner table, absolutely. And flying cars, once again, like the hoverboards, we kind of have it because there is technically a flying car, but of course it's not just, oh, you know, have a DeLorean and hover convert it. It's a car that has, you know, plane wings, and that's pretty much it. That's all we have. So once again, it's in the technically category, but not exactly as pictured in the film. So I like that little list. That's actually really cool. Let's see. They have some other things in here. They have, let's see, this is a quote from the 10th Doctor. It says, people assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, which is probably the most famous quote of that entire series, because that's always in there. And so now we have the Mega Crate for this year, or for this month, sorry. I don't know why I say year. Surprisingly, nothing to do whatsoever with any of the stuff in here. It's honestly just, here's computer stuff, amazing computer stuff. So you get the Noctis 450 case with custom Back to the Future artwork. Okay, so that's how it's related. It has the like flux capacitor symbol is sort of etched in the glass a little bit. It's like the gray edges. So I can see that that's kind of cool. And of course it's rectangular, so it has to design a bit. You get the Hale 90 V2 1200 watt 80 plus gold certified fully modular ATX power supply. Clearly super fancy. You get the Kraken X61 liquid CPU cooler. You get X-Power G Titanium Edition ATX motherboard. And some other letters and numbers in there as well, but there's no point. Let's see. You get the HyperX Fury Black 16 gigabyte DDR memory. DDR4 2666 memory, excuse me. Tryon 100 480 gigabyte 2.5 solid state drive. You get a GeForce GTX 980 Ti 6 gigabyte Super Clock Plus Video ACX 2.0 Plus card. I kind of wish I had that. I have, I think mine is similar to that. I don't think I have the Ti, but I have like a GTX like 860 or something like that, but 980 would be better. You get an Intel Core i5 6600K 3.5 gigahertz quad core processor. I believe I have something very close to that as well. Windows 10, how to build a PC book, PC building toolkit, screwdriver, pliers, etc. And that's pretty much it. And then we have the mini crate, which actually relates a lot more to getting some items from the crate. You get a Doctor Who 10th Doctor screwdriver LED mini flashlight for like just on a keychain. An Adipus stress toy, of course Doctor Who for anyone who doesn't know. And also from Doctor Who, you get a mini TARDIS metal sculpture, which actually looks kind of cool. Once again, that stuff isn't going to show up too well, really, because I'm so far away. But basically in this right here, you get like the little flux capacitor symbol. And that's pretty much it. I'm surprised that it's so separated from the items. I don't think I've seen it be that way so much, because normally it's like, oh, you get a cool computer screen, or maybe you get like a hard drive in the screen, and then here's like a cool bust or like a backpack or something a little cooler than a backpack, like a very rare backpack or something, whatever random apparel item comes in there. But this is like almost completely separated for the Mega Crate, so that's surprising, but still cool. I would have loved to have gotten that. I would have hated to miss out on a mini hoverboard and an exclusive Doc Brown figure, so sort of happy, because that's, of course, all of this stuff is over $2,000, so it's like, I could easily find that on eBay, because of course we all know it's up there already, especially I'm so far behind, there probably over 100 of those online if you still want to get them, or get a second one, I guess. But I like this crate. I like the shirt. I always like getting the shirt because that's always great. So Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I feel like I have to watch the movie again before I wear the shirt just to honor the series. The Doctor Who Spork. We have, our 3 Back to the Future items, which is great. I was surprised. I thought for sure there'd only be just one exclusive item, which I would have thought would probably be this, because that tends to be their thing. It's either a shirt or maybe like a pop figure is normally the exclusive item, or just a model of something, which we also got that as well. So love both of these for sure. Actually really like the pen because it's the flux capacitor. Normally I think they just look cool and it's like, yeah, but when it comes from like my favorite franchises, like I like the pen a little bit more. But I actually like this. Not a lot of items. There really are only 4 items in this. So I know there are going to be people that are fairly disappointed. I can already guess that because there's only 4 items. But this one really is based on what you like. Like and that's Loot Crate in general, but I knew for sure that I'd love this crate because I knew there was going to be Back to the Future stuff. I just thought it would be one item, and I'm glad it wasn't a DeLorean, because I was like, I might end up having a 4th DeLorean, because I already have one from each of the movies. I bought like a die-cast model for each film, so I was like, I hope it's not another mini DeLorean, because I already have one. So I'm glad it was a mini hoverboard, even though I have a regular size one. Mini one's very different than that, and the other ones I have are like just sitting in their boxes anyway. If I gotten another little DeLorean, that would have been the same thing. I probably would have taken that one out if I actually did get one, but really glad about these. Like I said, I like, I don't know, this just looks really cool to me. They did another one, I think it was the Heroes one, that was really cool too, with all like the posters on the wall. I like that one too. That's one that really sticks in my head. But I like the items. Very limited, once again. It's weird that it's only 4 items, but I guess it's about the same, like 4 or 5 items. Sometimes, if it's more, the items, typically if it's more than 4 or more than 5 items, they start to get like really, really weak items, and so I'm kind of okay that it's, 4 fairly rare items. Like, all of these are Loot Crate exclusives. I would assume the shirt is as well, because typically they're Loot Crate exclusive shirts. But all of these are Loot Crate exclusive things. This has Loot Crate exclusive on the back. This one has it on the front. The Dr. Brown has it on the front. So everything in here is completely exclusive. Of course, not including all the eBay sales that are going to be up. But I really love this crate. Like, I can't hate anything that once it has Back to the Future, which I knew that was going to be all I cared about anyway. So it didn't disappoint me as far as I'm concerned. But of course, I want to know what you guys thought about this crate. Which item was your favorite out of this admittedly small selection. Like, obviously, I didn't notice that until I looked at them, and it's like, technically only 4 items. I can't really remember how many items exactly were in the last one, but it was probably about the same. I think 4, maybe 5. Honestly, all I can remember is I got the Homer thing. We had the Homer stuff. We had the Supernatural car. We had the Hearthstone coin with the little code to it. And then there was something else in there. And I can't remember. Those are the only 3 items I really remember. The other stuff I can't for some reason. But there may have only been 1 other item in that as well. So, fairly, about the same. This one came with a shirt. I don't remember the last one coming with one. It probably didn't. I completely forgot. That's definitely possible because I do that sometimes. But I still enjoyed this crate. Of course, like I said, I want to know what you guys thought about it. So please comment below. Let me know. And thanks for watching.